Hello everyone, it's Friday, November the 16th. I gotta tell you, my last recording, I wanted it to be over. I felt I had spent my time in 30 years plus in hell trying to wake people up, and I was done. But you know what, folks? I thought about it. It's haunted me. If I throw in the towel, then I'm breaking my word to my country. I'm breaking an oath I took years ago that many of you listening took, which is to protect and defend our nation against all enemies, foreign and domestic. It would be truly a sin for me to walk away. And if that wasn't enough, then I see the maneuvering in the selection recount, or whatever you want to call it. And the bad thing is, I know what they're doing. I know what it's all about. I just don't know if you do. Let me tell you, I've told y'all, but I'm going to tell you again. There's a group called progressives, and it is their goal in life to change our form of government from the one we've had for over 200 years that's worked quite well, thank you, to a socialist, communist type society that I promise you not a one of us would ever want to live in. Now, to pull off this transformation, they had to have several things happen. Number one, the silent coup. We've talked about it. Now others finally are talking about it. And there was a problem. The problem was a man named Donald Trump. Donald Trump comes on and is president, and he breaks their momentum. They had already planned that it would be Hillary, and Hillary would lead them into this new society. And another thing happened. Donald Trump brought in a whole mass of people heretofore that had watched, listened, but not done. They came out. Many of you were there in that group. That didn't stop them. So how are they going to change our form of government? Well, the first thing you do is get rid of Trump. What have they sworn, these people that have been elected, these Democrats that were elected to the House? They've sworn the minute they take office, they're going right after Trump. They've already got 80 to 100 and some odd people that they are scheduled to take deposition from, to catch Donald Trump at anything from parking tickets to Russia or whatever. They got to get rid of Trump. Then they've got a surprise for him in Congress. Everything the man tries to do, once they are sworn in, will be shut down. Shut down. Remember, maybe you don't know, but you need to know, the president can't just order something to be. Pardon me. It's got to go through the House, then the Senate, and then he signs it. So you see, if the House blocks anything and everything that he recommends, it's over. It don't go anywhere. That's their plan. But they got another plan, and they're doing it right now. Right now, they're setting the landscape for the next part. They've got to do away with elections. There cannot be elections anymore. There just can't be. Not like we've had in the past, because that jumps up and people start coming out. What are they going to do? So they're going to kill the election process. And they're setting that stage right now in Florida and elsewhere. When they get through with this recount, it's not going to be over. They're never going to settle for the winners, as long as they're Republicans. They're going to keep challenging and challenging and challenging until the people get so tired of it that, guess what, everybody agrees. Let's just get rid of this system. Let's do something else. And as to doing something else, that's the beginning of changing our form of government. Now, I'm going to be back on more, because we've got to suit up, you and I. We're the ones that have got to stop them, and we've got to stop them now. Now, one of the first things I intend to do, I will pen a letter to President Trump. And in this letter, I intend to let him know that however many of us there are, that we are here to help. And we are here to fight. And we are here to stop this. What I wish you would do is put up signs in your yard. Think about this. Put a sign up in your yard for your neighbors to see. Did you know every illegal alien that comes across the border, we got to pay for? Do they know that? When they come across the border illegally, do your neighbors, does everybody in your neighborhood know? Immediately, we start paying for them out of our pockets. We do. We do. What about the ones that come across that are criminals? Let's just say 10% are criminal elements. Well, if there's 4,000 that we know of coming across, 400 then are criminals. Well, think about this. Not counting what they do in their crime, excuse me, but think about, we'll have to pay over $100,000 a year for every year they're in jail if we incarcerate them. 400 times 100,000 a year. You know, there was a thing I saw on television. I think it's when Honduras was talking about how great these immigrants are. They're not bad people. They're great people. They just want to come and pick avocados and whatever. They were showing some of these aliens walking up and down the street right at the border. And you know what I saw? Here was this one guy with this group who were demanding asylum in America from Honduras, but he was waving a Honduran flag. Seems to me if you're being unjustly treated, if you're being attacked in Honduras, so much so that you need asylum in another country, why on earth would you be carrying that flag? Look, how hard is it to see this is nuts? 3 years ago, Nancy Pelosi, Chuck Schumer, the whole gang, Obama, they were just as adamant against illegal immigrants and crossing into this country as you can be. Now they love them. Bring them on. How plastic, how fake can you be? What about the newbies, Democrats? We got new Democrats. They're a different breed, aren't they? Well, except about a dozen of them who pledged that if they won, they would not go along to get along with Nancy Pelosi, that they would vote to replace her, the Speaker of the House. They've already signed endorsing her to be Speaker. That's almost a land and sea record for how quick somebody can lie to the American people. No, we got a job to do. Are you willing to do it? Are you willing to do a yard sign? Are you willing to go on a letter to President Trump simply saying we're in it with him? We don't want to lose our country. And one other thing, I can't do this any longer with no money. So I need you, if you will, pardon me, if you want to be a part of this, if you want to help, send what you can, a little, a lot, whatever, but make it something. To PayPal, Nichols live at AOL.com. Nichols live at AOL.com. And subject to if people support us, if we get money in enough where we can, then we'll be developing things. Like yard signs, instead of you making them, we can develop yard signs for people to have. We gotta have your help. And by the way, don't look at it like you're helping me. You're helping our country. We're simply trying to save the country. If you can't say the country's under attack, you're not looking. Democrats running around saying, oh God, they're saying invasion. Well, what do you call it? What do you call it when thousands of people are lurking right around their border, waiting to just break in illegally? What do you call it? Picnic? It's time for straight talk, tough talk, and above all else, folks, direct talk. And we're going to do it. So please, it's Nichols live at AOL.com on PayPal. With that, I'm out of here. We will talk again in the next couple of days. Thank you.